Welcome, Queen. When pettiness strikes. Woo. Listen, relational conflict on the job that ruins friendships outside of the job. Let me just tell you that there have been times in my life where life has revealed to me insights and information about people who I thought I knew well as giving me insights and information of people who I knew I did not know well. And there are times where life can put us in that uncomfortable situation to face the music, to see that we have officially grown apart from someone who we were once close to. And it can also reveal to us that there are some people in this world who believe and feel that they should never, ever, never, ever be told something that they don't like or that they do not want to hear. And I want to know if you can relate to needing to end a friendship or to needing to share something with someone who you didn't know well and you knew that they were not going to like it. If you answered yes, then let's talk when pettiness strikes and things to consider so that you can handle it well, both personally and professionally. So here is the situation, real life situation. I was having an exchange with someone, and the person shared with me that they needed to go and do something, but they didn't say what it was. And at that time, in that moment, I was busy trying to make a deadline. Yes, I was. And I shared that with this person, and they didn't like it. But you're supposed to be my friend. And instead of telling me, they went to a third party. And so it came back to me from a third party that they felt that I was not kind, that I was not courteous because I didn't jump and hop up and do what they wanted me to do. And as I said, as I thought about the information that was being shared with me from this third party, I said to myself, once again, you done did it again. This is a recurring thing with you. But I thought we were friends. Apparently we not. Apparently we not. We have grown apart. And I didn't get the memo. But guess what? I got it today. I got it today. And so there are times in our lives where we have to really sit and think and reflect about the character of the people who call us friends and the people who say that they are our friends. We have to think about how they are showing up. And so in my mind, I had to consider that if you're going to keep showing up like this, that's not a sign that we're friends, because you're taking such small issues that you could bring to me, and you are going around me and bringing them to a third party who's then bringing them back to me. And that didn't need to happen. It doesn't need to happen, especially if we are friends. So I want you to consider in your own life, do your friends operate that way? Do they constantly or regularly go around you or talk about you to other people, and then you have to hear that information from a third party? Because may I present to you that that's not the sign of a true and real friends, because friends are able to bring issues one to another so that they can work them out amongst each other. Think about it. So that's what I'm talking about. Petty. That's petty. You don't have to agree, but I'm telling you, from my standard, yeah, if we're friends, then the way you're operating is petty. So as it relates to handling it well, here are the things I want you to consider. Impact. Impact. How does the relationship impact where you want and desire to go? Who or what do you need to get where you want to go as it relates to your life goals and dreams and ambitions. Because this person or those people, because it may be more than one, they may not be in line with where you want to take your life. And that could be the source of why the conflict is there too, the pettiness. Because they see it, they feel it. And so they taking shots at you each way, or I should say, any way they can to bring you down. Think about it. Impact. Now, importance. As it relates to importance, everyone has importance. Everyone has value. But everyone does not have the same level of importance to you. And I'm going to give you an example here. Say I have 10 cars. Of course, I do not. But if I did, then that person who is providing public transportation, well, that is a great service. It is a much needed service. But more likely than not, a person with 10 cars, if that's my situation, then I don't need this service that they provide. It doesn't mean that they're not important, but their importance to my life, to the impact that they're going to have on my life, well, it's not there. So consider that when you're thinking about how you're going to handle situations that arise from petty people. And lastly, consider integrity. Your integrity. How do you want to show up as your authentic self? Because sometimes petty people, they can make you want to take them there. They can make you want to get out of character. And so I want to remind you that you can always issue an apology after the fact, but you can't go back and undo what you did or what you said. So think about that. How do you want to show up? How do you want your integrity to speak for the person that you are? So as you think about the impact, the importance, and the integrity, think about how your response should be to keep all of those things in place to your standard. Because if you don't, then you could show up, you could respond to them in a way that is outside of how you want to be perceived and how you want to be received. It matters. Now, I'm not going to get into the how, because depending on your situation, there could be a number of different ways that's the best way to go about it. But if you want to work with me one-on-one and book a session with me, then of course, you can do that, because I do one-on-ones. The description, or I should say the link, is in the description below. But I want to leave you with this thought, because as it relates to work, there is a process, and most companies, if not all companies, in fact, I don't know of any company that doesn't have a complaint process. I really don't. But if you need to file a complaint, of course you can do that. That's your right. But I want you to consider before you file a complaint. And again, you may need to do that, and it's your right. So I'm not saying not to do it. But before you file a complaint, consider if the complaint you're making is a complaint that's worth it. As always, I'm Coach Sam, telling you that 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours, you could change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing now.